Here with Tennessee wide receiver Velus Jones Jr., who also just got an invitation and accepted an invite to the Senior Bowl down in Mobile, Alabama. He's got one game left for the University of Tennessee. Velus, what's up, buddy? How are you?
What's up, my guy? How are you? I'm good.
Good, man. Good. Let's start off first, man. You've had a couple weeks just to kind of get, a little downtime, maybe nurse, maybe get a little injury, healthy from where things were. How's that been over the last 3 weeks since that final game of the season?
I feel like it's good for the players, not only myself, but for my team, my teammates. To take a mental break from the game a little bit, step back, get that fresh air, and also any nicks or bruises or injuries, really focus and rehab on that. So a time to get yourself together, focus on what's good for you and your body.
You guys excited about the bowl game going to Nashville? Going to finish this thing off?
Man, I'm so excited. This is my first bowl game with Tennessee, due to COVID last year, the COVID outbreak. We didn't play in that bowl game. So I'm really looking forward to this, and sending my team and Vol Nation out the right way.
What other bowl games have you been to at your time at USC?
Bowl games I've been to. First year, 2016, I was at the Rose Bowl. Yeah, it was Rose Bowl, with Sammy D at quarterback, Midori, Juju, a lot of good players on that team. And the year, I think I want to say 17, we had the Cotton Bowl against Ohio State. So 2016 was versus Penn State, and then next year following it was versus Ohio State.
Okay, so it's going to be a change of scenery going to Nashville to play in a bowl game, then. Works out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm excited about it.
There you go. Hey, let's go back to when you first committed to Tennessee and started here. There was a time. A lot of people. I don't know if a lot of people know this. There was a year earlier. You were thinking about potentially coming to Tennessee. Things kind of didn't work out in that standpoint, and then you took that leap the next year. Walk me through that process and what it was like, just being recruited by Tennessee, getting closer to home per se, and everything that entails it.
Oh yeah. So me being out on the West Coast for many years, enjoyed my experience and everything. My grandfather, had a stroke. Lost his voice. Was really paralyzed from like the neck down, and so that took a toll on me. So I was really doing anything to get back home because my family didn't know how much time he had left. I think he ended up living for like a year after that. So he passed away. We passed away in February of 2020. And so, that's when before then, that's when I committed. I committed to Tennessee. And it just felt good to be back home and stuff like that. Even though I didn't get that appeal didn't go through in time, and it wasn't going to go through in time. So I spent that extra year at USC, finished with a degree. My grandfather wanted that for me, but yeah, my grandfather played a big part of that. And what came with that, my dreams of playing in the SEC. So it all worked out. It just felt good to be closer to back home.
It's all yeah. I mean, if we hit 80 miles an hour, I mean, we can be in Mobile in 7.5 hours, maybe. So
Yeah.
it's not too far. I don't want you to get in trouble for speeding, but it ain't too bad that way. But no, I want to go through it. That first year you were in Knoxville, we all know how things went. Okay, but you have to make that transition to a new coaching staff. So technically, what this would be your third coaching staff that you've been under while playing college football. Velus, walk me through that transition where your position coach leaves, your head coach is let go. We all know the story, and then Josh Heupel comes into the picture. What was that transition like for you, man?
It surprised everybody. When Coach Pruitt got released, and we was trying to see what was next, and T didn't return, ended up coaching receivers for the Baltimore Ravens, and so like I would say, did I have like some concerns? Yes, but that's us as humans. We are really concerned, and some people even fear the unknown, and I feel like I prayed about it, talked to my family about it, and just talking to him. And I came to Tennessee for a reason. I committed to the University of Tennessee, not a coach. And so, I was gonna ride this thing out regardless. I took a leap of faith. I prayed about it. God told me everything was gonna be okay. And we got a blessing. Coach Heupel came in. He really turned this thing around. So, like I said, man, it was all about taking the leap of faith. Praying. Not being too worried about like the unknown. Just letting God handle that. And so that's where my comfort came from. And everything worked its way out.
Velus, what's it like for folks that might not know? What's it like trying to transition with a new head coach? Because you got a guy coming in and a new staff, and they're trying to win you guys over, in a way, and get you guys to trust them. You're kind of skeptical because maybe you don't know them or haven't talked to them before. What was that process like through spring practice?
All righty. So, when it comes to having a new coaching staff, just a heads up, it doesn't matter what you did with the last coaching staff. You have to prove yourself again with spring practice. Or it starts with winter workouts. Then it goes into spring. Then you have like the summer. And summer, that goes into like fall camp. So, you just have to prove yourself. It's not about what you've done in the past. It's about what you could do for me now. So, reevaluation with these coaches, getting a feel for you. A lot of the times the coaches will ask around the building from the academic staff, from the cafeteria workers downstairs, asking what type of person you are. And so, you just want you want to be a good person overall. You don't ever want to have you don't ever want to have nothing negative said about you, with your character. Your character plays a big part. And so, that's what the coaching staff do. They go and ask around, what type of person he is, what type of person, because, these coaches don't know you. And I feel like, people, and I feel like people can get, yeah. And I feel like people can get caught up, I already have myself proven. I already proved this, I already proved that. It's not about that, it's about the new coaching staff, what have you done for them lately? And so that's how I feel about that. You can't really get caught up with what you did with the previous staff.
You played in some weird offenses. I'm saying weird compared to what you are in right now. What was it like picking up that offense that they were throwing down with Heupel?
Man, like I said, what they did at UCF, and this has been like a dream come true. I always, dream of something like this. How many times you could touch the ball a game. Well, I will say it's not that hard. It's about like how you run the routes and the decisions you make. That I feel like the receiving core had to get down packed. And so, man, it's been fun experimenting with this offense and stuff like that. And I feel like this offense can really bring the best out of receiver. It's every receiver dream, to catch a lot of balls a game. So, I'm just blessed, me and the receiver core and I had those opportunities, to put, our talents on display.
It's got to help you when it comes to the NFL and you trying to get better at your game with the offense that maybe they're running here. Maybe not just because of the type of offense, but maybe because how many touches you're getting and the different positions that you're playing within the offense. Would that sum it up?
Yes, it definitely shows. I played the outside at the beginning of the season. Then, I was moved to the slot. But it definitely shows, you being like versatile. You could do like different things, able to show, you running the deep ball, the slot get a lot of deep balls and stuff like that. Moving, receivers go, slot receivers, they can be moved to the outside as well. So it definitely show all the different positions, that teams can put you and stuff. And I feel like this offense did a good job with that when it came to like showing you at different positions how you can be used in the next level.
I'm going to ask you this question. I don't know the answer. And when did you first buy in to what Josh Heupel and Golish and Cody Burns and what them were put? And buy in is a hard term to use, but when did you think, okay, this might actually work?
I would say it started with the bonding and stuff like that, us bonding, like doing like, small activities together and stuff like that. And actually, seeing, the defensive side and the offensive side actually, communicating, talking in the locker room and stuff like that. Like, the whole like the whole perspective, the whole like image change for this team. I've never been so close to so many DBs and defensive players. Usually we stick to the offensive side, to our quarterbacks, our running backs and stuff. But like this team is really like synced and locked in, and you like really, really can call this a brotherhood that we're ready to go to war for each other every Saturday, always motivating each other and one-on-ones, always giving each other information to help one another, to improve our game. This is something special that I was blessed to be a part of. Haven't been around nothing like it.
Okay, so you brought it up, so I'm gonna talk about it. There seemed to be a light switch flipped after the Florida game,
Mhm.
and you were moved inside, and they played Sid and they played Javante out on the outside, and it seemed like the offense kind of picked up a little bit more. What was your opinion on being moved to that inside spot right there, and how do you think it paid off for you and the team?
I feel like, coach moving me to the slot, being the dynamic player I am, like good with the ball in my hands. I feel like, it kept the offense balanced. I was able to do a lot of good things in the slot, but also, open up things for the guys on the outside. So I felt like it was all about like having a balance and stuff, and that helped me being in the slot. That helped out a lot, with drawing the safety attention away, having speed in the slot, and also, me, Jalen, and Jimmy, with those young good guys as well, having that speed in the slot. I felt like that really got our offense like going.
Okay, so I want there's a couple fun questions coming, but I want to ask you this one. The whole season, man, everything that you guys went through, and the fact that you ended up 7-5 in the regular season. There were close games. I don't think the score indicates some of the games and how they actually played out. Um, Assess the season for me. Talk, just your thoughts overall. You know, your roommate comes in, what, second game of the year against Pittsburgh, and then it's kind of lightning takes off with Hendon. The offense seems to pick up a little bit more after the Florida game. Just the whole season, Velus, it was wild.
Hmm. Yeah, I said beginning of the season, I feel like the offense, um, I feel like it was new early in the season and stuff, and adjustments. We know adjustments had to be made, and you feel like, and I feel like once the adjustments were made and stuff like that, like that's when the offense really took off. We started playing with a lot more confidence, and it was to the point where we felt like we can go against anybody in the nation, and I still feel like that to this day, and I feel like if we where we are now, if we got those games back, it'll be a different outcome. And so, that's why really looking forward to the future of this program. I know they're going to do a lot of big things coming up. I'm even calling the SEC championship appearance. I know it's early and everything, but just seeing these young guys and these my team, developing and becoming the great players they are, and this offense really unfolding, I don't see nobody stopping it. So, like, man, this season, I wouldn't say it was a roller coaster, but like I said, with some games we wish we can get back. But I felt like even those close games, we were still getting better. And that's the thing about playing in the SEC. You can win or lose even given Saturday. But I definitely feel like those close games with Alabama, and then the beginning of the Georgia game, the Ole Miss game going down to the wire, the Pitt game. I definitely feel like if we can get those games back, in my opinion, there's no way like we'll lose.
I want to ask you, man, what's it like taking a 96-yard ball to the house, kickoff return, punt return? What's that like?
Man,
Are you scared? Like, don't. I mean, like when you're running through these holes, man. Like they're small, dude, and you were juking and jiving and getting up and down. What was that like? I mean, what? It's got to be a cool feeling.
man, I've been returning kickoff returns. Like I even got my Parkley film when we played a team named Municipal out of Mobile. I was playing for the Saraland Bills at the time. Like I've been doing this kickoff return stuff like for a long time. I feel like it's really a feel for it. And the crazy thing is, I really don't remember nothing about that kickoff return unless I can watch it. But it's like it just happens. Like it happens natural. Like it comes to me. I feel like, that's a real gift from God, like the vision and stuff. But the crazy thing is, like, I really don't remember nothing, like actually remember nothing about like running that kickoff return back, except for when I was running the end zone, because everything was just happening so fast. Like I just reacted to things.
So I bet you remember the dance though in the end zone though, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, most definitely. It's always a party in the end zone. You love to be there.
Hey, well, okay, I want to take it off the field for a minute. All right. Sometimes me and you'll talk, and you might be in Gatlinburg or Sevierville hanging out
Mhm.
and going to the water parks and going to Dollywood. All right, man, you got to tell me the story because I've heard the crazy teammates and you taking Caleb up there and whatnot. What's it about that area you like, man?
Man, it's like just like saying, sighting, being in Gatlinburg, seeing the mountains and stuff like that. I feel like that's a beautiful part over here of Tennessee. Just the sighting and stuff like that. Being around a good group of people. The different things you can do, the activities like Dollywood, like that's probably by far my most like favorite amusement park, Dollywood. Just
What's the
sharing those
scariest roller
moments.
coaster though? What's the scariest roller coaster?
What is it? One is called
Is it
the scariest one, in my opinion, because I never liked them, but I always get on it. We call it the Mega Drop at the Mobile Fairgrounds, State
Yep,
Fairgrounds. I don't
yep,
know what they call it. The one that takes you all the way up. And
yep.
you never know when you're going to go down. They'll hold you up there. And before you know it, snatch you down. Like, the adrenaline, oh my goodness. I'm not, I hate it, but I love it at the same time. It
What
makes me not
about
want to get back on it.
what about the soaring eagle? The one when your
Oh
legs
my
are
God.
hanging?
Yes. Yeah, like the drop on that one is really like insane. The drop on that one is insane. Like the beginning, and yeah, that was fast. But I would say the mega drop. I'll call it the mega drop.
Yeah.
The Sword Eagle is a good one, but like the crazy, like fast ones, the wooden roller coaster ride,
The
like as soon
hot
as
the
you
hot rod
that
one.
was that yeah, the wooden roller coaster ride, that was fast and aggressive. Like you, like you going side to side. That one, I would say, what is the Tennessee Tornado?
Yep.
That one's fast. That was crazy. That was crazy. And I would
It's
say the
trippy.
fastest one is I think it's called the lightning rod.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, when I tell you like slob will be coming from your mouth, tears. Oh my God. We rode that one like back to back, like 3 times.
Man, it feels like Velus that you fully embraced the Knoxville area and the surrounding areas during your time here. It also feels like this is a place that we're going to see a lot of you in the future coming back whenever you get breaks in the NFL and whatnot. Just your thoughts on the whole community, of Knoxville from campus to the outskirts and people, have brought you in, to their homes or have been nice to you. What has that felt like?
Man, I'm blessed to be a part of something so special. I never knew how important it was, growing up, being a Florida fan at the time. But like, I feel like it's no university, no fan base compares to the University of Tennessee. And I truly feel that in my heart. I love this place. I love these people. I love everything about this place. And this definitely this is going to be like a second home to me for the rest of my life and my kids. This is a big part of me. No, just blessed to be, to come here and chase my NFL dreams and making those dreams come true and all the accomplishments. Like, man, it's been a ride. Faced a lot of adversity in my time. You know, man, it's really don't have like nothing much more to say about this place. It's so amazing. I'm blessed to be a part of something so special and historical. This will definitely be a home. This will definitely be a home for me for the rest of my life and my family, my
And you're
future
leaving,
family.
and you're leaving with 2 degrees as well. So it all plays out. It's kind of a blessing, right?
Yeah, it is a blessing. Beyond a blessing.
The other cool thing about this, and me and you both being from Mobile, we know about the Senior Bowl. I've got crazy stories, or I would sneak out of school and go to practice,
Yeah,
go down to Lad,
get a
go
pump
down there,
around.
and I'm begging players for their gloves, for
Man,
their shirts, whatever
yeah,
they want to give me. I'm begging for, down there. And I was I mean, I was a young kid, but then, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was doing it when I was like 15, 16 years old. Like I wanted
Facts.
to do it.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter. Oh my God, it didn't matter. All the way
And
through high school, through
what
senior year.
what's that like growing up, going to the Senior Bowl down in Mobile? A lot of people don't quite understand it, but it's a full week of you're hanging out with potential and future NFL stars. And now you get the invite and get to go down there and play in Mobile. What is that like full circle?
Mm, It's honestly, it's like unreal. Like it still haven't hit me yet. You know, I got the packet, I got the box, the Pickers in box, the recent Senior Bowl box, sit right over there. Like it's still like haven't hit me yet. I feel like until I get down there and experience that, I've been dreaming about this my whole entire life. Like you said, going to the games, rushing the field when the clock hits zero, running to your favorite player to get some gloves or anything. Like going to the Senior Bowl signing, like.
Or sneaking
Uh,
to the hotel, going to the
Yeah,
hotel.
exactly. Yeah, get past security and stuff like that. Seeing the great players like Tim Tebow, Colin Kaepernick, Marty Gilliard, um, um, running back that played for Florida. So many, just so many players.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. Like watching them through like the SEC year, like the season and stuff, and then knowing who's going to be there. Oh my gosh, it's nothing like it. Especially the Senior Bowl signings when you get in the lines and stuff. You know the SEC line will be
I
packed out.
hated that, man, because it was so long.
Oh
I
my
know.
God. You had to hurry up before because they bring a new group in. You had to hurry up before they leave. Oh my God, it's nothing. What's the hotel downtown? It's the
The
Renaissance.
Renaissance, the Renaissance Hotel.
Going in the lobby, seeing the players walk by, like,
Going up the
oh my God.
escalator.
Like, that was
It is.
exactly going up the escalator and stuff like that. Bro, that was a dream come true to me. Getting that and just knowing how that made me feel as a kid, to make some other kids feel special. So I want to say I'm gonna try to wear some gloves during the game. So I want to get because there's some gloves I keep, but I want to keep some things, but I also want to give some things out. So
It's
man,
coming
that's
back
gonna be a
full
special
circle.
moment. Sad thing is, they really don't let people storm the field no more like they used to, because that was the thing. Like everybody be on the field would be packed out full of
Yeah,
kids.
everybody.
Yeah, but they moved it from Lad to moved it to the South, which doesn't hold as much as Lad, but a nicer stadium and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I heard the tickets are selling out and stuff. So if you didn't get your tickets, you need to go do that.
Yeah, no, it's going to be cool. I mean, they did have to move it from Lad, and Lad is a part of history. And I remember that, and players having to get police escorts out of there because they're getting scrambled on by fans and whatnot,
Man,
and me, and whatnot. So, but it seems like it. To put a cap on that, it seems like where you started your college career to where you ended up in the middle to where you're going to end up the last time you're going to put a helmet on that has a T on it is going to be in Mobile, Alabama. For me, I'm like, wow, okay, because I've gotten to cover you and it's cool being from Mobile and experiencing the same things you have. That's got to be awesome to be able to put that helmet on down there in Mobile.
it's a it's an unreal feeling. It's a real unreal feeling. Like I said, I'm blessed. Like this is like a dream, honestly. Like I'm talking about like when you go to sleep dream. Like it don't feel like it's reality yet. And it's just knowing I done worked so hard and knowing I done worked so hard, putting the work in and stuff like that. Really been the underdog my whole life and stuff. And so, without God and my family, this won't be possible. But accomplishing something like this is like it means the world to me. And I'm gonna go down there and perform, do my thing, what I always been doing. But enjoy the moment, live in the moment. But definitely, go down there and compete and stuff like that. But this is something that'll live with me for the rest of my life. A story I'll be able to tell my kids one day.
All right, two more questions. Okay, outside of kneeling, because I know you love kneeling, but there's also that inner dog in you that wants to go on the road and silence fans.
Man,
What's the craziest road environment that you've been in? Let's say, I mean, we can go back to USC as well, but what would be maybe the craziest road environment? Would it be Tuscaloosa this year? Would it, you know, Gainesville? What's going on?
let me see. Notre Dame, I would say USC Notre Dame was it
Ooh,
was a good one. Notre Dame was a good one. Being at USC. But I would say to me, I don't know what it was, but Gainesville, I heard it gets really loud, but it to me it wasn't that loud this year. I don't know. It might just be me because I block out the crowd noise. Like I don't hear the crowd like really during the game until like I'll say special teams or a kickoff return about to happen or something like that. But I'll be in this like the flow stage. Like I'll be locked in. And so, but I would say Gainesville was pretty crazy. Tuscaloosa was pretty good. I would say the crazy thing is I feel like Georgia was pretty good during the pandemic year, even though it wasn't full capacity. That was
okay,
that was a crazy environment, even without full capacity.
okay.
What
All right,
what other way games we had this year? We had
there really weren't many people at the
it
Missouri.
really was. I think we only had like four or something like that. I know it was Mizzou. It was Mizzou. It was raining, but
Yeah,
God said let them play. Brought the sun out.
just
That
ran the
game
football.
exactly. What was it? Mizzou, Florida, Bama, and Kentucky. Kentucky was a pretty double vibe. But I'll say the craziest this year had to been like Bama. That was just a good game. It was a
Yeah,
dog fight.
well, it was a
That was
fun environment.
yeah.
Yeah,
Playing in Tuscaloosa, that's crazy because growing up in Alabama, went to the Alabama games and stuff, and being on the field, that was a dream. I always wanted to play Bama. I always wanted to score in Alabama, and one of my dreams came true as well because oh man,
you got the
never really
score,
been a Bama fan.
and then you did the. Did you? No, you did the dance. You didn't do the. What's it called? The Mr. Miyagi or the crane that they
Oh
do?
no, that was Devontae. That was I think that was Mechie and J-Mo dance for Alabama. And
Yeah,
Javante was marking them.
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was.
I did my dance. Yeah, that
That's
was a
funny.
hype game. That game
That,
was hype.
that was hype. No, man, I agree. Hey, I want to ask you about the NIL and
Mhm.
how you think that's changed college football. I've seen, you have had a good amount of endorsement deals being blessed your way and people wanting you to represent their company. Uh, there's a lot of talk, though, right now out there about it being free agency and how players might go to schools just because they're promised this amount of money. And, Dabo Sweeney came out with comments and Lane Kiffin has too. What has been your honest thoughts on the name, image, and likeness process so far?
I feel like I can honestly feel like I see it going in that direction. I feel like the kids are still going to go and play ball, but I feel like it's definitely going to be going in that direction where they present that this is how much money this player made, and now like you saying this can be you. I'd have heard all type of deals and stuff. Um, yeah, I feel like it's going to go in that direction. Who can get? I feel like it's definitely going to go. Honestly speaking, who can get you those NIL deals? Who can get your brand out there? Who can build your name up and stuff like? It's definitely going to play in that. But at the same time, I feel like kids are still going to go to their programs and what fit them. Like that's why I say it all depends because a kid can be kid can choose out of Alabama or LSU.
Yeah.
I would say no. I would say LSU and Georgia, for an instance, and so for an example, and so Georgia stacked that receiver, even though they're offering this is the deals we can get you. We can get you this, introduce you to these people, match you with those people. Why would he go to a school where he knows he's probably not going to play? With Georgia being a young receiving core, just for amount of money, at the end of the day, it's about getting your education and chasing your dreams and putting yourself in the right position to make those happen. So I feel like it's going to play into that to a certain extent. At the end of the day, I feel like players are still going to go, to perform, and chase their dreams to making it to the NFL.
You think it's got off the ground a little bit? I mean, look, we're seeing deals around the country that are
Mm.
ridiculous, and there's a lot of money that's out there right now when it comes to these endorsement deals. But you know, we saw one. We saw one on Wednesday when Deion Sanders pulled the number one player in the country to Jackson State,
That
and
was crazy. he threw the hats and everything. Said this hat fits good, but it's not for me. Ooh, I said, oh, God.
He threw that Georgia hat halfway across the gym. So
Exactly. I think, yeah, it must have been something behind that. He put a lot of force on that one.
that NIL must not have been that nice.
Yeah, exactly. They weren't offering enough.
Yeah, that's a good point. When you look at it, but kind of wrapping around and closing this part of it, do you see schools being able to, when I say profit, I mean being able to get, still get the four-star players, the three-star players, and still be able to work that while also, let's be honest, it's becoming where if you're going after the big-time quarterback or whatnot, maybe you have to throw things out there. But do you see it leveling off in the future where, okay, this is a set price, or does it just fluctuate, you think?
I feel like it's gonna, because I feel like it can get really ridiculous. With the budget and stuff, that University of Alabama has, Texas or USC and stuff like that. I feel like it's gonna come to the point where it's gonna be like a cap, the amount you can get and stuff like that. Because we've been seeing some crazy deals. Like I think what P. Diddy signed, I think signed like $1 million some dollar. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna get to that point, but all I can say is you better get that money while you can before they put a cap on it. That's all. That's all. You better go get that NIL money while you can before they put a cap on it.
Hey, Velus, last question, buddy. When you look back at Josh Heupel and what he's done for you at Tennessee, and we're not talking about the previous coaches because I know the previous coaches did a lot for you as well. We're just talking about the present. You've made your feelings known about T and the other coaches that were before, but with Josh Heupel and Cody and what they've been able to do for you, what has that meant to you? And everything that happened, it seems like it turned out to be a blessing for you.
Man, I would say those guys came in. They believed in me for day one. I had like a hamstring issue at the beginning of the season, but things worked out. Got moved to the slot. I feel like they taught me patience. They definitely gave me the wisdom, and courage and confidence I need. Even when I didn't make a play here, or even like with the muff punt during the Ole Miss game, they always believed in me, and that's all you can really ask for a player. When somebody believes in you, that gives you the confidence you need, to be successful. Words of encouragement means a lot, and hearing that and that support from them. That's really not gonna say like that's why I balled out, but that definitely helped, open those doors with the confidence level out the roof. And I feel like that's what Coach Hyper brings to the table, and the coaching staff, having those good positive vibes, really coaching players, to their full potential, and teaching them right from wrong, not just like yelling at anybody and stuff like that, showing you why you did it. And I feel a great example of Coach Egler, offensive coordinator. Man, like one of the most special coaches I've been around my whole entire life, and that guy means a lot to me with his confidence, and and allow him, to do my game, play me. He just told me to go out there, do you. Your instincts are different, and he told me I'm a one of a kind returner, one that he ever worked with or seen, and so that means a lot, with words of encouragement and what those coaches got going on, and I feel like that's why really the team bought in.
That pretty much sums it up, Velus. Hey, listen. All right. Now, I know you've got, let's see, you're a part of some, is it the Smile Direct Club, I think it's a part
Yeah,
of.
correct.
You
Yep.
got a burger.
Knoxville, yep.
Tell me all this stuff that you got going on, man.
So I had for the whole month of November, had Velus Jones Jr. Smash Burger at Smash Knoxville at Knoxville Smash. Smile Direct, Crystals, got a Bellhop, which is like a moving company and stuff like that. Me and Hendon just dropped that today. What's some of the other deals I had?
Your apartment complex, correct? If I'm not
Oh
mistaken.
yeah, with 303, my apartment complex. And also a lot of revenue came in where my own merchandise. I made my own merchandise and my own card. I did a lease
Saw that.
trading card. Yeah, I did a lease trading card. Did that lease trading cards, did some signatures there, but a good amount of revenue came from like my own merchandise and me and Chase McGrath making my card, my
Do
first one of
do you
100
plan
trading
on
card.
do you plan on maybe doing that one more time, or is that a wrap?
I'm gonna bring out another set. Well, spoiler alert, I'm gonna bring out another set like the week of the Senior Bowl.
Okay.
So try to get permission with Reese's or the Senior Bowl or something, to add that to the card or not. If not, I can do something to get around that. I do something similar to that. But yeah, I plan on coming out with some cards, probably like 1 of 50, during like the Senior Bowl week.
Man, that sounds like a plan. Valence, it sounds like everything is going well, man, as you continue to prepare for your last game as a Tennessee Vol, which will be in Nashville at the Music City Bowl. Buddy, I appreciate you. I'm always proud of you. I appreciate you joining us today, man, and look forward to seeing you doing big things in the NFL.
Hey, thank you, my man. God bless. Thank you.
Appreciate it, fam.